Have you ever judged someone by the clothes they wore, the job they had, or the way they looked? Sometimes the person everyone ignores carries the biggest heart, while the one everyone admires hides the greatest cruelty. Tonight's story will remind you that kindness can stop even the strongest people in their tracks, and one unexpected moment changed dozens of lives forever. What happened at that luxury engagement party became the talk of the entire city. A single act of cruelty was answered with unexpected compassion, and by the end of the night, everyone learned that true strength is never measured by power, money, or fear, but by the way we treat those who can never repay us. Before we begin, welcome to Heartline Stories. If you enjoy emotional stories that restore your faith in humanity, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment telling us where you're watching from. Your support helps us bring more inspiring stories every week. Now, let's begin. The grand ballroom of the Grand Crown Hotel sparkled beneath crystal chandeliers. Wealthy guests laughed over expensive drinks while a live orchestra filled the room with soft music. Every table was covered in fresh white roses, and everything looked perfect. Among the staff was a quiet plus-size maid named Emily. She was 32 years old and worked 2 jobs to care for her sick mother. She smiled at everyone, even when people ignored her. Most guests never noticed her, but the hotel staff loved her because she always helped others before herself. The engagement party belonged to Vanessa, a beautiful socialite known for her expensive fashion and sharp tongue. She was engaged to a mysterious businessman named Vincent Moretti. Few guests had actually met him. Rumors surrounded him. Some said he owned businesses across America. Others whispered he had connections that powerful people respected and feared. Vincent had been delayed by an important meeting and hadn't arrived yet. As Emily carried a tray of desserts through the ballroom, another waiter accidentally bumped into her. A small piece of chocolate cake landed near Vanessa's designer shoes. Vanessa gasped dramatically. "You useless woman," she shouted loud enough for everyone to hear. Emily immediately apologized. "I'm so sorry, ma'am. It was an accident." But Vanessa wasn't interested in apologies. "You embarrassed me in front of my guests." She grabbed a decorative riding crop that had been placed on display as part of the party's Western-themed decorations. Before anyone could react, she struck Emily across the arm. The room fell silent. Emily cried out but didn't fight back. "I'm sorry," she whispered again, tears filling her eyes. Some guests looked away. Others quietly recorded everything on their phones. Not one person stepped forward. Vanessa raised the crop again. "You deserve to learn your place." Before the second strike landed, the ballroom doors slowly opened. Every head turned. Vincent Moretti walked inside wearing a perfectly tailored black suit. 2 security guards followed several steps behind him, but they stayed silent. Vincent's calm expression disappeared the moment he saw Emily trembling on the floor. His eyes moved toward Vanessa. Nobody spoke. The music stopped. Even the waiters froze. Vincent slowly walked across the room. His expensive shoes echoed against the marble floor. He picked up the riding crop from Vanessa's hand without saying a word. Then he gently handed it to one of his guards. Finally, he knelt beside Emily. "Are you hurt?" he asked softly. Emily looked surprised. I'm okay." Vincent noticed the red mark across her arm. "No," he said quietly. "You're not." He removed his suit jacket and carefully placed it over her shoulders. The guests exchanged nervous glances. This wasn't the reaction anyone expected. Vanessa forced a smile. "Darling, she ruined my party." Vincent slowly stood. "No." His voice stayed calm. "She didn't." He looked around the room. Everyone here watched a hard-working woman get humiliated, and almost nobody tried to stop it. The silence became even heavier. Vincent turned back toward Vanessa. "My father taught me something when I was young," he said. "If someone is kind to the powerful, that's ordinary. If someone is kind to the powerless, that's character." Vanessa laughed nervously. It was only a maid. Those 4 words changed everything. Vincent removed the engagement ring from his finger. "No," he replied. "It was a human being." Gasps filled the ballroom. Vanessa's smile disappeared. "You can't be serious." "I've never been more serious." He placed the ring on a nearby table. "Our engagement ends tonight." The guests couldn't believe what they were witnessing. Vanessa reached for his arm. "You would choose a servant over me?" Vincent calmly answered. "I'm choosing kindness over cruelty." Tears rolled down Emily's face. She had spent years believing people like her were invisible. For the first time, someone powerful had defended her without expecting anything in return. Vincent then surprised everyone again. He turned toward the hotel manager. "How long has Emily worked here?" "Almost 9 years," the manager replied. "Has she ever caused problems?" "Never. She's one of our best employees." Vincent smiled. "I'd like to fund a scholarship for every hotel worker who wants to continue their education. Emily will help choose the recipients." Emily covered her mouth in disbelief. "Me?" "Yes," Vincent answered. "You understand compassion better than most people in this room." The ballroom erupted into quiet applause. One by one, guests who had remained silent earlier walked over to Emily. Several apologized for doing nothing. One elderly woman hugged her. A young waiter admitted he had been too afraid to speak. Emily forgave every one of them. Because that's who she was. Months later, Emily enrolled in college while continuing to help care for her mother. Vincent quietly supported several employee education programs across the country but never asked for publicity. The hotel created stronger protections for every worker, ensuring nobody would ever be treated that way again. As for Vanessa, she discovered that beauty, wealth, and popularity could never replace respect. Her reputation faded because people remembered how she treated someone who couldn't defend herself. Emily's story spread far beyond that ballroom. Thousands of people shared it online, not because of the broken engagement, but because kindness had defeated cruelty without revenge or violence. The greatest victories aren't won with fear. They're won with compassion. Every single day, someone around us may feel invisible, exhausted, or forgotten. A smile, a kind word, or the courage to stand beside them can change a life forever. If this story touched your heart, remember this simple truth: kindness costs nothing, yet it can become the richest gift another person ever receives. Wherever you go today, choose compassion over judgment, courage over silence, and love over pride. Together, we can make this world a little brighter, one kind act at a time. Thank you for watching Heartline Stories, and we'll see you in the next inspiring story.